I'm excited. I'm excited. Are you excited? We got some good people out here. I need to hear some noise. Okay. Wow. All right. He excited then. Praise God. Well, the preacher is here. I said he's here. And he preached tonight. I said he preached tonight. We are so grateful that you're here with us on tonight. We're excited. I'm still excited because I really want to shout again.
Sure.
But I'm going to shout after I finish interviewing. I did. They can't. I took them off. I took them off. I'm ready. So why don't you tell us how excited you are to be with us on tonight?
I am, seriously, tremendously excited to be here at the Fellowship Conference. And if you are watching this and you were not here tonight, don't make the same mistake for the rest of the week. You need to get here. There was an authentic anointing in the room. There's a sense of fellowship and unity. Pastors and congregations and different conferences represented in the room. And God showed up because he honors unity. So
yes, he does.
I'm blessed by being here.
Can you tell us what you preached tonight?
I preached a message entitled, Get a Grip. I talked about the man in Luke chapter 6 with the withered right hand and how the right hand represents fellowship and influence and strength, but it had withered, which means that it had eroded over time. But yet and still, because he was in the right place at the right time, in the fellowship of the saints, God gave him something right away that took years to get to that place. God fixed it just like that.
And so we were blessed by this man of God here. If you missed tonight, you missed a treat. And so what we want to know is you're a PK kid.
I am.
And so can you tell us about this journey that you've been on as a PK kid leading up until now?
Well, I was born by the river in a little tent.
Okay, all right. All right, sir.
Just like that river.
All right, sir.
No, I'm a fifth generation PK, and that's part of the reason I love Detroit so much. My mom, born and raised in Detroit. She's a West Side girl. Grew up off of 8 Mile in Mendota.
We right here.
St. Mary, right over there.
Right here, right down the street.
Exactly. And so Henry Ford High School, my granddaddy pastored on Finkel for 55 years. And so I've spent half of my life in Detroit for the summers and all of that. And so as a PK, you see the good, the bad, and the ugly. You see not just the highlights of ministry, but you see the real sacrifice and the real pressures that come with it. And so I'm grateful that I had a godly heritage, and the lines have fallen to me in pleasant places. So I wouldn't take nothing from my journey now.
And so now you're on this new journey as the new pastor of your dad's church, and the legacy continues.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about that for a minute for me.
God is faithful. That's the
yes,
best thing
he
I can
is.
say.
Yes,
he
he
is faithful, and he won't fail. I took over the church with the help of the Lord 6 months ago, and in the last 6 months we've had 460 people to something join.
Wow.
We've gone from one service to multiple services. We've gone from one location to 2 locations. We just actually, as of the time of this recording, 24 hours ago, we opened up our Marietta location, which is about 35 minutes from our Atlanta campus. And so God is filling the house. People are joining, and we're very, very grateful to see what he's going to do.
Well, you're here with your good friend, Pastor Mosley.
I am, yes, ma'am.
And so we're thankful that you're here.
Yes,
and so let's talk about this conference that you have.
Okay.
I've heard about it. I'm sure they've heard about it. I've heard about it on YouTube, but I'm going to just put a little footnote in here real quick. I watch him all the time. I was shouting. I be shouting. I be looking at him all the time because his church is the bomb. Hey, if you go visit the church if you're in Atlanta. So let's talk about that in reference to the conference.
Well, the conference, Young Leaders Conference is what we called it. And actually, we've actually concluded that chapter in 2022.
Okay.
We had what we called the Last Dance. We started the conference with 50 people in the meeting room of a DoubleTree and grew it to over 5,000 in convention center, people from 49 states, 22 countries. We paid off with the help of the Lord $2-point-something million worth of medical debt for people in Atlanta facing bankruptcy. The city named the day after the conference. We tried to do ministry, and in the pandemic, we shifted from the conference to what we called Spirit and Truth, which became a thing of it in and of itself. And so we built a studio in Atlanta, 20,000 square foot facility where we house those services and recordings, and we have other ministries that use the building. And so I decided in 2022, I felt that the Lord was shifting my focus because we were spending $1 million working every single day to produce a 3-day event. Now, it's an amazing 3-day event.
Yes.
But it was 3 days.
Yes.
And from a stewardship perspective, I felt like God gave me the studio. If I put that energy in this, we could create content that'll bless people every day instead of just 3 days. What I didn't know when I made that decision is that by the end of that same year, I'd be the new pastor of my church. And so now I see, okay, God,
yes,
I see what you're doing here.
So he was preparing you.
Yeah, so I can focus on this. But it's a beautiful continuation. It's a reminder that God knows what he's doing. So people from the conference have moved to Atlanta, joined the church because they feel a part of the movement. So I'm just grateful for the journey, and at the end of the day, I won't complain.
That's a blessing. We thank you so much for being a part of the conference on this weekend, and so not this weekend, but this week. So we're asking everybody.
This is a conference. They got dinner at 5. This is a church convention.
It is. That it is.
Convention.
That it is.
Oh yes.
So thank you again for coming. But you gotta come back.
Tell Pastor Mosley to bring me back.
Pastor Mosley?
He's right over there. If you
Pastor Mosley. He's right there. Pastor Mosley. Okay.
Love y'all.
You got it. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.